So it's the Geek Speak show at WonderCon Los Angeles. Walking around the exhibit booth, we talked to a lot of the celebrities and everything. Now we're where everybody else is, where all the cool stuff actually is. Here, comic books is something that we find at conventions like this. And with me is, introduce yourself.
Eric Dean Seaton.
Hey, Eric, how's it going?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Doing great. How's WonderCon going for you?
Fantastic. I love it here. Love WonderCon. It's a great time. So it's having a good time.
Yeah, so in your booth, what are you showing?
I have Legend of Mantamaji. It's a 3-book graphic novel series that tells the epic story of a shallow, conceited district attorney who finds out he's the last in a race called the Mantamaji that used to protect us from the forces of evil. And we also have a live-action short.
I know a few of the former. I don't know any of the latter.
So yeah, and we have a live-action short, which is actually the first scene of book 1. Each book's over 200 pages, and it took 6 years to make them, and they're doing really well, and they become really popular.
So the live-action came first, or
no? The books came first.
Books came first,
and then I went to Comic-Con, I go to WonderCon, and I see all these videos. You see how much attention it attracts. So I was like, why not shoot something and show some of the book, and sure enough, so I was like, shoot the book. So we shot the first
and it does
scene.
because we're an audio, we're a podcast, but then when we do this stuff, we see how many views come in. It's like, so yeah, people
Absolutely. People
seeing
love
things.
visual stuff.
Yeah.
And in the 6 minutes we show his powers, we tell the beginning, the middle, and the end. And then when I say it just sets up the book, they're like, oh wow, so that's something different. So it works. Yeah.
Yeah. So where did the idea come from?
Growing up, I used to read comic books. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. My dad worked out of town, and he would come home on the weekend and take me to comic book shops. So I grew up reading comic books, loved them all, but I never saw a lot of characters that looked like me, per se. There were some cool ones, but they just weren't like the major characters. And so I just always wanted to create my own. And I ended up moving out here, and after many years of just falling in love with comic books, I decided it was time I made mine, and I went for it.
Yeah, I hear that a lot. I mean, same thing with me. That a lot of the heroes don't look like me.
Right.
But now, Marvel and all these guys, they finally are doing it. However, this is just your personal opinion. I don't know how you see this. My favorite has been Spider-Man. That's always my favorite character. When it became Miles Morales, I liked it. But at the same time, it's like, well, why couldn't you create an original character?
That's my whole thing. I love the fact that they want to flip characters and now make them more diverse and all that. But my thing is always make a new character, because that character has been established, that character is done. I still want somebody new. At the end of the day, you have the option to change him back again. I want somebody that I can make my own, no matter what nationality it is. Another thing about that is, the importance of that is, when people see people that look like them, it inspires them. You know what I mean? Maybe you can't become a superhero, but maybe you could become a doctor or a lawyer like their alter ego.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the type of thing that builds up, and inclusion is always the best way to get people. And so that's what I look forward to.
So I'm assuming you have a pretty diverse cast.
Oh, it's completely diverse. All different races, creeds, colors, all different places around the world. And the story, because the Mantamaji were around 3,000 years ago, we see that. We see what happened when life was like 3,000 years ago, and we see what it was like now. So it's a pretty epic, expanding story that involves time travel and all this other stuff. Yeah. So very cool.
Like it so far, all the stuff that we like.
Yeah.
So there's 3 books?
There's 3 books right now, the beginning, middle, and end. Each book is 200 pages, and then has a big twist at the end, which leads you to the next book. And then the 3rd book wraps it up. And we're working on a new book called Legend of the Mantamaji Bloodlines, which continues the story of the characters that survived, and obviously the bloodlines of different people and different nationalities and stuff.
Okay, so totally unrelated to this. This year, comic books, especially in the movie, seems to be the year of verses.
Yeah.
We have a movie.
Absolutely.
Have you seen it?
No, I'm going Monday night.
Okay, yeah, I haven't seen it either. So I was going to say, don't spoil anything.
No.
I guess you can't.
No.
But where are you in that? Team Batman, Team Superman?
Oh, I'll always be Team Batman, but Superman would kill him. But I would always be Team Batman. I would be Team Batman.
Yeah, that's what I was when it was announced. That's what I like. Superman's gonna win anyway, so why even bother?
Right. No, I think it's cool that they're finally doing it. I mean, it's 2 of the most iconic heroes in our time, of all time, to be honest, of superheroes. Finally bringing them together. So I'm excited to see. And listen, the one thing about Zack Snyder is, I don't know that everybody likes all his movies, but his movies always look good. They're always very stylized and very cool. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he did.
Yeah, and over on the other side, there's Team Cap, Team Iron Man. Where do you fall in there?
That's a hard one. I'm probably Iron Man.
Well, see, on the Geek Speak show, we haven't revealed yet. Free Comic Book Day, we're going to reveal our alliances, where we stand. But like I said, my favorite has been Spider-Man. Now we've seen that trailer. You've seen the trailer, the final one?
Right.
The final shot.
Yeah. But Captain America Winter Soldier was a better movie than all the other movies.
Yeah.
Except for the Avengers, first Avengers. But I'm probably probably Team Iron Man.
Yeah, well, I'm there too. From the Phase 1, the Marvel
Right.
ones, my favorite was not the Avengers. My favorite was Captain America, the first one.
Oh yeah, I did like that
Yeah.
one. I liked Civil War. What's it? Winter Soldier better.
Yeah.
because it was what I always said about
It was
comic book
such
movies.
a game changer.
It was a game, but not only that, but it was a spy movie with superheroes.
Yeah.
And that's what I've always said about the superhero genre. Like you can do Western spy movies, mafia. You can put them in different worlds, and just stick to whatever the rules are of the superhero, and it makes it cool. It makes it something different. So that's what I
Yeah,
like.
which no, going back to yours, is that kind of what's in here? What I mean, without giving too much
Absolutely,
away?
it's sword and sorcery in modern day. So it's modern day stuff, and so they have an Ankh, which is the Egyptian key of life.
Yeah.
So it could become any weapon he thinks of that was around 3,000 years ago. So no guns and missiles of today, but sword, staff, knife, bow, that type of thing. So here is somebody modern day fighting against guns with his different weapons. It's kind of different.
Yeah. So where can they get it?
Oh, Amazon. You go to our website, which is Legend of the Mantamaji, which is MANTAMAJI.com. You can go to our website. It's Amazon, Kindle, Kobe, Comixology. It was in comic book shops through Diamond, but it's probably sold out by there because comic book shops order to sell independents. They don't order to. Spider-Man, they know they're going to make them. Sony's going to remake the same movie every 10 years, so they'll stock 10 Spider-Man. They don't know what's going to happen here, so they buy it to sell. So it's probably hard to find them there. But on Amazon, you can get it. If you order from our website, I sign each copy. So if you want to get an autographed copy, and then just go to our site, and you can see our short there and everything. So
And you're taking the conventions, obviously.
Yeah.
This is WonderCon. Where else can we? We'll
we'll be WonderCon, then we'll be at, obviously, Comic-Con, San Diego, and then we're going to be at the LA Book Festival of Books on April 9th and 10th. And we just did C2E2 in Chicago. And I think we're going to go to Calgary, because I went to Toronto and loved it, and maybe Vancouver in November. So, but that's it. Those are the dates up until San Diego, and we'll see after that.
You don't plan on doing Kamikaze back here?
No, I'm not going to do Kamikaze. I liked I like this WonderCon better than I like Kamikaze. Kamikaze is more cosplay than people buying books and stuff.
Yeah, I haven't done a Kamikaze. I keep getting invited, but I've never done a Kamikaze.
No, it was a fun convention, but it was just more cosplay than it was people actually like selling books and buying books and stuff like that.
Okay, so the website one more time. What they can go?
Legend of the Mantamaji, which is MANTAMAJI.com.
Yeah, thanks, Eric.
Dude, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
Guys.